So here's my goal with this GMKtec mini PC. I'm going to go ahead and use this as my daily driver. This is going to be the only computer I use. I'll be back in a few weeks and I'll let you know how everything went. All right, I've been using this mini PC for about a month. I don't have it in my hand because I am still using it. I'm using it right now to record my video, my audio, and in just a second, I'm going to use this mini PC to finish editing this video. So this computer was sent to me so I could test it out and make this video. And like I mentioned, I had the goal in mind to see if I could use it as my daily driver for a while, and absolutely I can. And in fact, I have no intention of going back to anything else. This is my computer going forward. I like this mini PC so much, I am not going to use anything else. This is it. It works for all of my needs. Now, I will show you all the benchmarks and speeds in just a minute. I just want to say that I have tried this for gaming. It works. I've tried this for video editing. It works. It could be better, but it works well enough. I don't have to use any proxy files. I can just use all of my video files straight up, make the edits. Everything is fast enough that I am very happy. I even wrote my own benchmark test using Google Sheets so I can see how well a computer works for Google Sheets. I like to use Google Sheets a lot, and this performed really well with that benchmark also. For my desk setup, I've got one 2K monitor, two 1080p monitors. I'm feeding everything into a USB-C dock, and the computer, I've got two capture cards that I'm running right now, as well as an audio interface. Everything's going into the mini PC. I'm just very happy with it. One area I think it could improve in is it does actually have 3 modes, so you can go into the BIOS, you can change it from quiet to, I think, balance, and then power. You're going to get the higher speeds with power and balance, but it's also going to kick on the fan a lot more, and that's one thing I don't really like about this mini PC is the fan is very small, so when it kicks on, it's got this kind of high-pitched sound. It's a little bit louder than what I would want. So I actually have it on quiet mode, and that works well enough for me to do all my video editing, and the fan does come on a lot, but it doesn't come on all the way, so it's not as loud. But in my opinion, this is a fantastic all-around mini PC. If you want to use it for gaming, you can. Obviously, there are better things out there, but for most of the games I was playing, I was getting about 60 frames per second or more. I'm just absolutely impressed with this mini PC, especially for how inexpensive it is. Let me go ahead and show you what you get out of the box and some of the tests I ran on this. So this is the Model K5, 32 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte NVMe. Does have a mounting bracket, HDMI cable. Here is the power supply, output of 19 volts and 6 amps. I haven't seen too many mini PCs with the Windows hologram. That's pretty cool. So we got the Ryzen 7000 series, 2 LAN ports, DisplayPort, HDMI, USB 3.0 and USB 2.0. Looks like we've got ventilation here, and here. And then on the front, we got the power button, audio jack, USB-C, and 2 more USB 3.0. This just comes right off. Oh, kind of. Yeah, here we go. So we got our cooling fan here. So to open it, you need to kind of pry that open over there. Whoops, see, that is a small fan. So we've got our NVMe here with a heat sink on it. We do have a slot for another NVMe, 2 sticks of DDR5 16 gig RAM. Kind of a weird way to open it, but fairly easy access. Let's go ahead and boot this up. I'll go ahead and set this up real quick. And my name. Interesting that it's not asking me to sign in. Hi. So I just connected to a guest network. Before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and do some scans and make sure that there are no viruses or malware on this. I'll be back in a second. So far, so good. While we're doing the full scan, let's run a speed test for the internet. Now the plan I'm on is the 200 megabits per second plan, so I can't really get Wi-Fi faster than that. That's looking good. All right, full scan is done. No current threats. I'll go ahead and do the offline scan. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. We are all set, no viruses, no malware. So I'm going to go ahead and run my provisioning script. I'll be back probably in a few hours after all the software is installed. Let's go ahead and try some benchmarks. Ooh, not bad. So about 60 frames per second here. Let's try another. Try the superposition benchmark. All right, looks like we're at just above 30 frames per second. So a little bit choppier here, but just around 30 frames per second. I just finished running some benchmarks so you can see the Nucbox here. The closest comparison might be this C-Tone computer. Scores are looking pretty good actually. It has the highest GPU score of any mini PC I've tried so far. Let's go ahead and try out some games. All right, 136 frames per second for the Talos
graphics principle. Definitely okay with that. All right, real mist, it looks like we're getting about 32 frames per second. That's on the highest quality settings. Let's go ahead and go to medium. Now we're at 80 frames per second. Human fall flat, looks like we're at just about 60 frames per second here. Overall, quite smooth. Rocket League, we're looking good at about 62 frames per second, so everything is smooth here as well. I just ran some speed tests on the NVMe. Really happy with these scores.
All right, so there you have it. Like I said, this is my new computer. This is what I use to do everything, and it works great. Very happy with this computer. I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching.